Greetings and good day to you, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I, myself, am pretty excited. Oh, for a minute I was so worried about that. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was just doing some testing with the new update stuff, just seeing what some of the stuff looked like. They added a couple new things, of course, outside of just the new biome and the new trees and wood and all that jazz. I'm actually, as we speak, getting Stream Raiders open because Minecraft, we can do some Stream Raiders on a Minecraft. You know, this event, this Stream Raiders event that's currently going on hasn't necessarily been the best of the eventage. Why does that feel small? There we go. A little bit bigger and off to the side there. Just slap it down. If people join, cool. If not, cool. This is just a supplementary game on certain games, right? Need to drop healers, apparently, to get assists for them. Those quests are so annoying. Get assists through healing and stuff like that. Because the game doesn't always register what exactly you're doing. Make sure everything's good there, and then we can dive on into it. All right, so for the to-do list, right? This is probably what we're going to be doing all day for today's Minecraft episode. There's probably going to be very little or minimal building, at the very least, as I go around and figure out what the hell I need to do and where I need to do it at. All right? Because one of the things we need to make sure that I do is we need to light up the roofs. Hey, greetings and good day, Insane Baboon. How are you doing today? I will say, I'm going to be picking up my booze next week for the week after, which is July 1st. Yeah. That's something that I need to probably close off now that I'm thinking about it. That actually, at least temporarily, close this off. Oh, really? Didn't realize I had that exposed like I did. Whoops. Mistakes were made. Anyways, we need to probably cut this back to the wall some more, maybe. Same goes for this stuff over here. At the very least, we need to cut this back a little bit because I don't like the idea that spawns can spawn in, go down here, and get up on the roof over here. So we're gonna push this back a little bit. Push back. Number 1. Push back land from dark oak housing. All right, that's one thing that we have to do. Push back the land from the dark oak housing, which this is the dark oak housing. Do we have my lanterns? Hopefully I put my lanterns away. I might start roofing the wall as well sooner than I anticipated. Ah, that's right. We also need to push the library 1 block forward. Push library
real good.
1
That's
block
because they're made with real fruit juice. Each
forward.
with colors and flavors from real sources. so every bite is mouth-wateringly delicious. And an irresistible treat you can feel real good about eating. Black Forest. Real juicy, real good. Click or tap the banner to try now.
Okay, true stories from Huntington customers with Annie.
You're a woman-owned business. You're growing. How does banking fit in?
Huntington feels like a part of our team, and
What
I
else
got
do we
the
need to
news
do?
that we had gotten into our dream retailer.
Library.
Huntington is the reason that we
The Dark
can
Oak pushing it.
accept this contract. You love
I
this.
guess we could.
It's something that
Let me check to see if I actually
Get
have
more
my
than money
lighing,
from your bank.
and then we'll
Welcome to
decide whether or
Huntington.
not we're going to start
Real people
roofing the
compensated for true
wall.
stories.
A new option in 5G home internet is now at Metro by T-Mobile at a price you'll love, and word is getting around. Now at Metro, get 5G home internet for $20 a month with autopay for qualifying affordable connectivity program customers on any phone plan. No annual contract or credit check, taxes and fees included. Visit your neighborhood Metro store today. Limit 1 ACP discount per household. Visit metrobystmobile.com/ACP for eligibility info and details. Check availability for home internet. Gateway purchase required.
That's-
$5 more. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in monthly plan price.
Quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. We'll start roofing the wall. We will start roofing the wall. Basically, after we finish up with all this all the building and all that, that's when I'll start really organizing my stuff properly, because right now, stuff's still kind of not as organized as I would like it to be. And that's primarily because I'm not yet sure where everything's going to be going exactly. What else do we need? I might need to push. I feel like there's been more since last I looked. Been a lot more. Yeah, we might need to push that back a little bit more, but I'll worry about that later. 4 is going to be a question mark with push land back from Acacia housing, and even put a question mark there so it's surrounded in question marks. Decide whether or not we actually do that. We need to light up all the locations. Light up, but we'll worry about lighting up all the locations later. Light up all let's call it points of interest, POIs, because 7 Days to Die uses POIs as a points of interest type thing. And I actually like that acronym, or shorthand, or whatever you want to call it. There's certain things that I can't quite do yet. So I'm just gonna leave writing the list to the things that I can currently do, right? Example, pushing the land back, pulling the library forward by a block, or pushing the library forward by a block, however you want to word it. Roofing the wall, and lighting up all the points of interest. That's stuff that I can do easily enough. We need to go get a bunch of clay. Well, technically we have that clay already, now that I'm thinking about it. There's a way that we can call in an invasion, a raid. But I want to be careful doing that kind of shit. If I do that, I want to make a village for it, like a totally separate entity away from here. Because if I'm not mistaken, you can get the hero thing, and it will last anywhere. Damn motherfucking Endermen. Yeah, we should have a bunch of clay, in all honesty, still. Yeah, we do. I want to make sure that I get as much of it as possible, though, so let's put the coal away. The emeralds and the pearls, I know where they go, which is over here. We could probably just drop that ladder. And the dirt I'll drop as well. Now let's go get ourselves some more brick. This is something that, like, this is the kind of stuff that you can expect me to do on a day like today. But other than, like, what I would classify as the simplistic stuff, like, I'm not going to be doing much mining or shoveling or anything like that today. We're just going to be focused on a specific set of things in prep for... Okay. Good. Oh, that's right. This... Wait. Oh shit, we just got a gold mine. Basic stone to emeralds? Oh boy, did we just find a gold mine. I didn't realize that basic stone to emeralds was a thing that they wanted. Oh, that definitely brings up a whole new kit and caboodle of goodies for us in the future. It gives us something to do with all of our cobblestone. Excuse the hell out of me. Yeah, we can't turn that into brick. We have to use a thing. All right. And we made a little bit of profit, right? We made 1 emerald's worth of profit. Again, we could have made way more if I had decided to do a raid, but I ain't feeling up to it today. Today's one of those simple, make sure we do a couple of things, those couple of things are done, then let's wrap up and move on to whatever the hell else I feel like playing. Might be No Man's Sky, because in No Man's Sky, I went through a black hole, went like 1.3 billion light years away. Like 1.3 billion light years away from where I went into the black hole. As soon as I showed up outside of it, a freighter was getting assaulted by 6 pirates. And I was like, I'll take them out, why not? So I did that. The captain of the freighter was like, come aboard for a reward. And I was like, sure, why not? We'll see where this goes. And dude was like, you are the captain now. And I was like, yes. Yes, I am. That moment you forgot that you had as much brick as you actually apparently have. Whoops. I didn't realize we had that much brick. I thought I was out. So, that can get finished. Again, not today though, but I will write down on the list of things that I want to do. This one's gonna be, I might need to expand this a little bit now that I'm thinking about it. Let's take a little bit of a gander. Again, this is the planning phase right now. I've had a couple of these planning phases, but they've been simple because the planning that I've needed to do hasn't been as extravagant. Mind you, the planning's still classified as simple, but there's more to it now than there was previously. So what are we doing here exactly? The idea behind it is that there's going to be a civilian shop right here for potions and stuff like that, and then there's the military shop back here, which should be blocked off, and the only way you'd be able to get to it is literally through maybe instead of like secrets and stuff like that, we could make it to where it's a ladder, right? Keep the door if we can, where it'll open and close, but have a ladder going all the way up to this point right here, maybe? No, we'd have to have the ladder to the side so that the entranceway would actually make sense, right? So we would have to have something like this, right? And then have the wall be able to either be pulled or pushed or whatever. That's about all I'm going to be doing building wise, stuff like that. So finish building potion shop, because the idea of this shop is going to be connect, like it's going to be a big shop. I think it's big enough for what I want it to do, because the idea is going to be that there's going to be stairs that lead up to the housing right there, right? That's going to be where everybody lives, and those workers will be able to come down and work at the shop, the storefront, right? If done properly,
you love listening to your favorite
this will look
artists,
natural, and it
love
won't
listening
look
to you.
like
So
there's
let's
supposed
talk.
to be anything secret
Now to
here.
take part in
Those
our
of you
short
that are
survey.
watching will know,
And you could win a month
obviously.
of gloriously uninterrupted
But for those that have no idea and
With
just stumble
Spotify
across this
Premium.
map and have never seen me build it or
That means
anything
you
like
can
that,
enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free.
we'll have
Sound
some
good?
trouble
Then all you need
figuring
to do is
certain
hit the
things
banner
out.
now for your chance to win.
Alright.
Confidence is realizing you don't need to become your best self, because you already are. Orbit lets you feel fresh and confident once again, helping you do what makes you ding. Whether you need a little kick for your car karaoke or a little boost to brave the dance floor. Yeah. Embrace the ding with Orbit.
Yeah.
Click or tap the
Yeah, I
banner to
like
learn
this.
more.
I'm gonna have to step away.
Hey there, Akron Cam. It's Breeze Airways, the
Alright.
seriously nice airline
Be right
that
back.
wants to fly you to your next vacation.
See what else I can do. Oh, I know what I need to.
Las
Okay.
Vegas, Norfolk, Orlando, Tampa, or West Palm Beach faster and easier than ever before. We also don't charge change or cancellation fees, so you can book with complete peace of mind. Go to flybreeze.com or download the Breeze app to book your trip today. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
Oh yeah, what do we got? We got a checkout over here, right? I absolutely love how I never have to worry about my armor again as long as I don't jump into lava. Alright, so you guys are good. We need to name them. If there's not... Well, apparently this place has been cursed because I would have sworn... I guess because it's down low, they can't technically get to it. Well... This is a mess that I'll have to clean up later, but I'm worried about it later. Oh, fuck me. Hey, greetings and good day, Warcoms. How are you doing today? There we go. I mean, there'll be some days like that, in all honesty. Okay, that's nice. Kiss, go get your jobs. Thank you. Now I can sell some shit to you. Oh, you absolute pricks. I have enough coal to upgrade you guys. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much. Hopefully we don't lose the fish that I put there. If we do, oh well. I definitely need to populate places. That'll be something that we do last. In parentheses, last. Populate all of the locations that need it. Coal. I haven't actually done any AFK fishing for a long while. Hell, I haven't done any regular fishing in this game for a long while. I will have to at some point, I feel. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I might have... Oh yeah, that's right, I placed those down there and organized it that way. Whatever, I'll worry about that shit later. For the time being, let me go here and hopefully not lose out on any of these fish. I could probably store them again now that I'm thinking about it. Instead of, you know... I don't understand why it does it this weird way. I guess because it's constantly... Yeah, whatever. Constantly resupplying itself. Weird glitch. Weird glitch. Yeah, messing around like that's gonna cost me to lose all these things, so we're not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. Because as easy as it is to get these fish again, it's like, come on now. Clownfish, apparently. And then we'll have to wait a couple of days. Yes, apparently it is costing me more, but with how much fucking fish we have.
Black Forest gummy bears are good, real good. That's because they're made with real fruit juice. Each bear is perfectly soft and fruity, with colors and flavors from real sources. So every bite is mouth-wateringly delicious. And an
Also, we get a bunch of
irresistible
experience
treat you
doing
feel
this.
good about eating. Black Forest, real juicy, real good. Click or tap the banner to try now.
Okay, true stories from Huntington customers with Annie.
You're a woman-owned business. You're growing.
That's a lot of fucking emeralds.
Huntington feels like a part of our team, and when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer, I said, Huntington is the reason that we can accept this contract. You allowed us to get here. It's something that Morgan and I...
Get more than money from your bank.
I mean,
Welcome to Huntington.
I was complaining about me not, you know, me not fishing lately. Because I was saying in this game I've not done any AFK fishing for the experience grind, you know what I mean? Haven't really had a reason to do that because of how easy it is to kill stuff over there from the spawner. Or whatever the hell it's called. And I'm just listing out things that I need to do today.
Just required without auto pay, $5 more. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in monthly plan price.
And if they do go poof, it's less poof, more I've turned them into emeralds. As you can see, we got 2.5 stacks of emeralds just from 2 individuals that fish. The way that I do my to-do lists is I only do what I only write down on the list what I can do in the moment, right? Like one of the things that I do want to do, but it's going to be something I do way after what I'm currently talking about, is literally fill up all of these chests with the type of fish that's written on it, right? So I would need to fill up with salmon, I need to fill this up with all that, right? And I want to do that because these fish I will never touch after that, right? Like after the, because I can't sell any of these fish to any of the villagers that are fishermen. But I just like having a whole collection of them. I'm weird like that, right? Any other fish I catch on top of this, though, any pufferfish and stuff like that, I will sell to the fishers down below. The fishers down below. Let's deal with stream raiders really quickly. Bada bing, bada boom. Time to bring doom upon this one lone dinosaur. I feel bad for this poor bastard. Yeah. I got my assist. I guess we're gonna go down this path because of the gold. I mean, it technically doesn't matter because if we go here, it's gold, silver, gold. This is gold, gold, silver. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter which way we decide to go. If I go here, it's minus a gold so far. That's gold, that's gold. Then again, if we do this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gold, gold, silver, gold. 1 silver, 1 gold, 2 gold. I actually think it's better to go this way and then go down that way like that. I guess a celestial fairy. All right. But no, the things that I have on my to-do list is like basically push back the land that's causing enemies to be able to go on the roof of the dark oak housing, light up all of the points of interest so no more spawns will show up on the roof, finish up the potion making place over there, stuff like that. So like start roofing the wall. Because we pretty much are done with the wall. All we need to do is make sure it's at the same level across the board, which is going to get a little bit difficult when it comes to some of the locations like so, right? But I do have a method to my madness to do that. And when it gets down to it, I will be able to make it work the way that I want to make it work. Like this has to be extended. We could leave it open by a block, so it's like a little bit of a looky-loo, but we'll decide what to do then. More than likely what's gonna happen is this is gonna be extended up a little bit, and the wall is gonna go like that, as is all of this stuff, because I want there to be a 5 gap basically, right? And what I mean by a 5 gap is from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and then the roof across the board. So it would be like this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the roof. So on and so forth across the board when it comes to all of this. I'm trying to think of other things that I can do relatively speedily. Yeah, the horny jail, as you calling it, is on the to-do list, but it's more on the long list, not the short list. The short list is what I'm setting up right now, like what I'm going to be getting done over the next couple of streams that I do of this game. More than likely, I'll probably work on the wall the next time that I play it, because I'm starting to get that itch to do so. I want to get that shit done with. Also, over here, what do we got? We've got a bunch of stone. Speaking of a bunch of stone, I'm excited for when we are actually done with that, because a lot of this stone we can turn into emeralds, and the stone that we get in the future when we do our quarry digging. Like this, I need to light up this area. I need to light up the roof here. There's a lot of lighting up that I need to do. I need your bed for a moment, citizen. Like, we can get emeralds for bricks. We can also get We spend emeralds for bricks, we spend stone for emeralds, right? Boom. 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 Look at that. 16. It costs us a lot of stone, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, stone might be one of the more plentiful resources, and we can make a cobblestone generator. There's got to be a way to automate, like, automatically gather cobblestone with a cobblestone generator, right? There's got to be some way. And then the quartz pillar and the block of quartz is something we can easily get a hold of. Do you all have the same things across the board? No, you have different terracotta types. Yeah, we can buy different terracotta from 2 different types of terracotta, it looks like. I'm glad I set up as many of the stoneworkers as I did. Oh shit, andesite for emerald. Ooh. Andesite we probably won't give up too easily, though. I might use it for something beforehand, like roading or something like that. Roading? Roading. But yeah, I got the other thing we need to do. This one I'm gonna put on the list, but this one's gonna be something I do at the end of it, basically. All right. Well, populate's part of the long list. Son of a bitch. We need to get the quarry, which this is the quarry. We need to get the quarry lit up, I think, on a more permanent way. Or we leave it like it is and make it a mushroom farm. I think it's okay to have it lit up with torches. We'll have to experiment later. So I'm gonna write down, I think an Enderman has fucked with this shit. An Enderman has fucked with this shit. Son of a bitch! I hate Endermen so fucking much.
Black Forest gummy bears are good. Real good.
Anyway.
That's because they're made with real fruit juice.
What I'm gonna do
Perfectly soft and fruity.
is I'm gonna enclose the quarry, I think.
So every bite
And
is mouth-wateringly delicious. And
make pillars
you can feel real
to make
good
this
about eating.
seem like it's actually being held up properly. Okay, so let's write this on the list too.
Try now.
Light up and
Ready for a pick-me-up?
enclose
Introducing an exciting new addition to Starbucks
quarry.
ready-to-drink lineup. Mini cans of Frappuccino coffee. The coffee drink you know and love.
Pillars.
Mini size. Caramel or white
For
chocolate mocha. Take your
wall.
pick. So whether
Probably,
you're
in all honesty, what I'm probably gonna end up doing at real talk
choose a
here
mini can of Starbucks
is
Frappuccino coffee. Mini size, mighty flavor. Click or tap the banner to find
completely put stone brick down to make it like the wall is it goes down that far.
It's Breeze Airways, the seriously nice airline
It
that will
won't.
fly you to your next vacation. Fly nonstop from Akron Canton Airport to Charleston,
But it
Las
will look
Vegas,
like it does.
Norfolk, Orlando, Tampa, or West Palm Beach faster and easier than ever before. We also don't charge change or cancellation fees. So you can book with complete peace of mind. Go to flybreeze.com or download the Breeze app to book your trip today. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
You know what I think I can do? Also, yeah, okay, so light it up, do that. Anything else? Let me take another quick little look through and see what exactly I can work on sooner rather than later. Well, we need to replace the rabbits, and we need to get some foxes. I might try and get a bunch of different types of rabbits and see what happens. I know what this is gonna be. We haven't had it happen yet, but I know exactly what I'll have this be. And I won't say it unless we need it. For the time being, I'm gonna leave it in this state of disrepair that it's currently in, but if as soon as we have use of this, I'm gonna make it look pretty good. What else do we have on the list to do? Fill in, dig up locations that need it. Alright, I'm gonna run some ads and step away again. Be right back. All right. But yeah, stuff like that will end up on this list, I think, but I put the most, like, pertinent things first, like the wall and stuff like that, and the stuff that's going to take a lot longer than you would think is, like, or to take a lot longer than you would at first glance think, is like placing down the extension of the wall in front of the quarry and stuff like that, right? The castle, that's after the wall. We start, I don't even know if I have the resources for it either, because I'm still not 100% sure what I want to make the castle out of, right? We have endstone, so there's a part of me that's like, hey, we could make an endstone castle. That could be neat.
The seriously nice airline that wants to fly you to your next vacation. Fly nonstop from Akron Canton Airport to Charleston, Las Vegas, Norfolk, Orlando, Tampa, or West Palm Beach faster and easier than ever before. We also don't charge change or cancellation fees.
Organization's the thing that I'm going to be doing last, because then I'm going to be putting certain things with certain places, like the enchanted books at the library and all that.
Are you looking to get to the next level in life? You're not alone. At Level Up, you can get the adulting skills and support you need, like help with housing, employment, mental health, and more. It's free and open to ages 16 to 25. See if Level Up is right for you at leveluptoday.com.
Nether brick is too...
Convenient virtual classes, extra teacher support, and flexible pacing to guide you towards your goals. With all these things and more, the free
Deep
online
slate,
program
similar cobble.
for learning can help
Blackstone is what I've been leaning towards, in all honesty.
Grades 9 through 12. Enroll today.
Can we do anything with obsidian? Or is it just obsidian? I doubt it. There might be a mod for it, but it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of obsidian. It'd be a lot of work. It'd be worth it, though, I think. An obsidian castle. It's either going to be Blackstone or obsidian. Yeah. Blackstone's gonna be a pain in the ass to get a hold of, isn't it, though? I'd have to do some deep exploring into the nether, and that shit's dangerous as fuck. I'd have to, like, do a whole different setup. That's... Like, I'd have to get a whole nother set of gear, because if I fall in the lava, I don't want to lose this. This set, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to lose it. Right? I do have fire protection on it. Then again, I could just make a shit ton of potions about, like, lava immune potions or whatever. Need to get that ancient debris shit anyway. Let me just take a little bit of a gander, right? First, Minecraft mods for obsidian stone. I might make the road out of endstone bricks, maybe. Prismarine is a possibility. Maybe I'll make a couple rooms out of it. But let me take a look at Blackstone, which is nether cobblestone, basically. Okay, first things first, let me look at mods. Alright. There's a mod to be able to make obsidian tools. There's a Mudkip's Obsidian Plus mod. An Obsidian with a plus. Ooh, okay, maybe I will get this mod. Might get this. Maybe. We'll see. We'll think about it. Let's take a look at Blackstone really fast and see what it's going to look like. Oh, shit. Before we do that, let's take a little bit of a rest. Take a little bit of a rest, and then we'll work on the Blackstone. I don't think we can get Blackstone from villagers, right? We can get it from piglins. And we can get it from mining it out. Maybe there'll be more abundancy of Blackstone than I think. Here's the first question. Question the first. Polished Blackstone. If I put Blackstone in a furnace, nothing happens. You know what? Yeah, I think I can. I think I can get behind using this. I can't think of anything else for the time being. One moment.
With Trojan Bearskin Raw, you'll love every hair-raising, spine-tingling, heart-racing feeling. Trojan Bearskin Raw, America's thinnest latex condom.
This summer, no matter where you're going, bring Kinder Bueno along for the ride. The smooth milk chocolate, crispy wafer, and creamy hazelnut filling will turn your ordinary road trip into an extraordinary journey that's made to savor. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Kinder Bueno bar at the next stop. When crispy meets creamy, life gets bueno. Tap the banner to shop now.
A new option in 5G home internet is now at Metro by T-Mobile at a price you'll love, and word is getting around. Now at Metro, get 5G home internet for $20 a month with AutoPay for qualifying Affordable Connectivity Program customers on any phone plan. No annual contract or credit check, taxes and fees included. Visit your neighborhood Metro store today. Limit 1 ACP discount per household. Visit metrobystmobile.com/ACP for eligibility info and details. Check availability for home internet. Gateway purchase required without AutoPay, $5 more. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in monthly plan price.
Uber Reserve presents how to prep for a first date. Step 1, have a shaving accident. Step 2, fix it. Step 3, keep your cool because you booked your ride ahead with Uber Reserve. Uber Reserve, get your ride right. See app for details.
On the low. On the low. On the low. On the low.
Yeah, okay, so like I said, we're pretty much just doing a list of the most pertinent things, as well as a list of some of the not so pertinent things, like the long-term things. I intended to only list off the short-term things, but yeah. Also, I will at some point have to make some sort of a graveyard of sorts. Probably over here somewhere. Past the trees. Right? And the main reason I want to do that is because so many villagers got wiped out. Oh yeah, this will be perfect for a little bit of a graveyard. So many villagers got wiped out from the first unintentional raid that happened. I'd have to go back and watch some of my own videos to get a list of their names, because we lost pretty much all of them. At least the ones that were over there. We didn't lose any of the librarians or whatever. But it was a lucky thing that I had them spread out as I did, or I'd have to go through that whole mess to get another zombie villager and then cure it. Screw it. I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna knock down this little platform that you see by a couple more levels. It is completely pointless to do. If I'm being 100% honest, it's not something that I really should do. But when I look over top of it this way, I want it to feel like this area is a lot deeper down than it might actually be. It's not like they're gonna have massive boats in the future. The biggest boats you'll probably see are maybe a slightly bigger variant of those, and even then, they made them as big as they're gonna make them to where they could fit 2 people or a person and a chest, right? And these things haven't changed size at all, if I'm not mistaken. They've pretty much been the same exact size since they came out. Maybe they've gotten a little bit bigger. But yeah, so we're gonna have to grind out Blackstone. We're gonna have to maybe go get more end stone. Did I mark tunnel to the end portal? I did mark it, and then the end portal is over there. I did mark that. Good, because we can go back to the... We can go back to the end. Can we leave it? Well, we'll have to bring a couple of picks and a ender chest so we can slap stuff in the ender chest, and then worst case scenario, jump to our death to get out of the end. With all that said and done, I think we're gonna actually get ready to get rid of one of the biggest eyesores, at least in my opinion, one of the biggest eyesores I've had to deal with for quite some time. That eyesore being the bridge to the village, where I thought I was gonna be taking people from it until I realized it would be way easier for me to get a zombie village and then cure said zombie villager. Not as easy as you would think, in all honesty. And I probably should get some sleep before starting that adventure. Right, but I'm gonna say screw it and travel through the night. So, I've said it a couple times, and now normally I wouldn't be working on this, but I'm basically gonna set this up. It shouldn't take us too long to get to the other end, because I can't really think of anything else to do off the top of my head. At least stuff that I want to do, at least with the village. Make roads and stuff like that. I also want to be paying attention so I don't fuck up and jump to my doom. Not that it would kill me, but it'd be annoying. The other thing I can do is roads. Roads throughout the kingdom. Oh. This is like little side shit that doesn't really matter if you really break it down. But we also need a stable. A stable and horses. Right? Because what the hell kind of a kingdom is it going to be without a stable and horses, you know? If I were to make, like, make one of these bridges like this that I was going to use, because it is tempting to make something like that to utilize to get to places like this, I would have to make it look more like a bridge. It would have to be like at least 5 wide, and it would have to have platforms, pillars that go down quite frequently to make it look natural.
Energy Ohio service territory can choose their own natural gas supplier. You might even be able to join an aggregated group buying program. Don't want to choose? No problem. You'll still receive natural gas from an approved supplier at Dominion Energy's default rate. Just visit dominiongaschoice.com to learn more.
Our mission at World Nomads is to help travelers get the most out of their adventures and support travelers.
I think I've searched that boat before while on my rowboat.
Important to travelers, like trip cancellation benefits, emergency medical expense, and baggage cover.
But yeah, this is one of those things where, depending on how long it takes us to get to the village, will depend on whether or not, like if it takes us an hour to get there, that'll probably be the wrap-up point, and then the next time I play, we'll start working on taking this down, or I can start working on taking it down now. do that for a little bit and find a good stopping point. I wonder what the most amount of experience you can hold on to is, and what the fall off is, because there's got to be some sort of equation that they utilize in order to make it to where you gain less experience over time. I mean, if there's only 3 videos, we can finish them today. For sure. Unless there's more than 3, then I might just say screw it and, like a true React Andy streamer, eat some food. Well, while watching the videos, because I've eaten today, but not really like anything of substance. Ugh. The most annoying things to get rid of are most assuredly going to be those platforms there. True. But like this shit right here is gonna be the most annoying to get rid of. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to go directly south. Yeah. Oh, I did not. I did. Oh, I want to scream at myself so badly. Why did I do that with this? Why? Why did I do that? What was the point? I was trying to do something stupid. That is a blue parrot. I want it. Hopefully the blue parrot will stay there. I might not have enough food for this. Look at that Enderman down there spinning. And almost every single time I acknowledge something that's happening that I perceive as funny, like about to go, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Before I can even start to say the whole thing, they stop spinning in a circle, the assholes. How dare they? But yeah, I could always take a peek. It all depends. I do have this method to my madness, though. Right. I like keeping things in a, like, a set number of ways and stuff like that. I guess you could classify that as a bit of the OCD stuff or whatever. I've never been officially diagnosed, but I know I'm somewhere on the ADHD spectrum. With, like, how distracted I can get and shit like that. And perfect example is one day we're working on the truck and we're about ready to get done with working on the truck, and we're starting to clean up. I got it from my dad. I get the ADHD shit from my dad because somehow we went from working on the truck and putting our tools away after we're done to fucking dealing with a tree. Like, how are we dealing with a tree right now? Why is there a tree? Where did the tree come from? What is going on right now? And what I mean by that is, on our property, there's this tree that hangs over our driveway, and every time we pull the truck up to work on it, the sticks or the limbs of the tree get, like, scrape against the limbs of the tree. Oh shit. Scrape against the truck, and we don't want that to happen, because if it gets caught up on something or whatever, it'll that and scratching up the truck and all that. So we somehow went, like, we had no plans to work on it, and then all of a sudden, bam, boom, we're cutting some limbs off of a tree so it no longer hangs on the truck. And that was about 20 minutes of literally just running forward. Not as long as, you know, I wanted it to be. I want to scream and shout. We cannot be falling like that. We are not going to be able to get a single one of these things of cobblestone, and with that, I'm okay. But basically, this is what we're going to be doing for however long it takes to do it, to get rid of all of it, because I cannot stand the idea of this bridge anymore. I was only meaning for it to be temporary anyways, and how many times have you heard somebody say, oh, this is only a temporary thing, I'll get rid of it later, and they never do. They keep it as a thing because it would take too long to get rid of it. I can't. If I say I'm going to get rid of something or I'm going to do something, I have this big tendency to, you know, actually fucking do it. I can't help myself. Because if there's one thing that's been instilled in me, it's being an individual who says what I mean and does what I say. Alright? Now, a lot of the time when somebody says what they mean, it might come off as a slightly unintentional way, right? Because a lot of the things that I say, I probably mean for them to sound differently than they do sometimes. Happens to the best of us. However, I can no longer stand to deal with this cobblestone bridge to the village that has some wood on it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Did I intend for this to happen today? No. But I was thinking about my to-do list, and the more things that I added to my to-do list, the longer down this went on the list, and then I thought about it, I'm like, you know what, screw it. Oh, no, it's a Spotify. Spotify has had the Trojan condom ad. Yeah. That's an ad that has been on a lot on Spotify. And I just don't understand, like, I get why that ad exists, right? But why is it occurring so frequently? Like, how much money do you think is exchanging hands for that ad to play as frequently as it is through Spotify? Probably a lot. Because that ad happens every single time there's an ad break. That ad happens. Hell, sometimes you'll hit a lot of the same ads, but at least it's not like every time there's an ad break. Every time there's an ad break with Spotify, I guarantee you one of those ads is going to be the Trojan fucking condoms ad. Like, what do I do here? There's 3 things that I could do, and all 3 things are annoying as fuck to do. The only thing I could think to do that would make sense worry about it later. Worry about the pillars later. But yeah, they always have a woman on those ads doing the commercial, you know? I thought That's something that always amuses me. And you know exactly why they have the woman doing the seductive voice for that advertisement. Because what's gonna sell more? Some dumbass like me saying some shit like that, or some sultry woman? I can answer you probably 9.9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, it's gonna be the sultry woman. Advertisements? There we go! There we go!
Love every
Yep.
hair-raising, spine.
There it is! There it is!
Trojan bearskin raw.
Fucking called it!
America's thinnest latex condom.
This summer, no matter where you're going, bring Kinder Bueno along for the ride.
This, I haven't heard this ad all day today.
Crispy wafer and
Mind you, it could have showed up when I stepped
will turn
away.
your ordinary road trip into an extraordinary journey that's made to savor. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Kinder Bueno bar at the next stop. When crispy meets creamy, life gets bueno.
Hell, they could just do it with instead of a fabulous, just have a regular individual. You know what I'm saying?
Have a shaving accident.
They could have all different types of variants of commercials for that, right? But the reason they don't is pretty much threefold. One is the company knows that if they have an advertisement like that, it's going to cause controversy.
Level Up, you can get the adulting skills and support you.
People are stupid, and they're going to jump on it, and they're going to be like, oh, you're woke now. We're not going to buy you because you're woke, and it will fuck with their sales, even marginally, and they don't want that to happen. Right? You also have the location that you would have to play that ad at, right? I love when like I started on the hardest difficulty I could start it on, right? And I don't regret it, right? I had a good time with it, but it is a painful experience. It truly is a painful experience to do it on the harder difficulties. But I'm not gonna be like, that's the difference between me and a lot of other individuals. I understand that when I go after something on a harder difficulty, it's not that I'm overconfident. I know I can beat it, but I also know it's gonna take me a while to do it because difficulties add more time because you're gonna get stuck on certain parts. I already accept that I'm getting stuck on certain parts when I put the difficulty up from normal or whatever, right? I will never have that mindset because I have beaten a lot of video games, and each video game has its differences. Even sequels of video games are different from one another. Like Max Payne has a lot of differences from Max Payne 2. And I'm sure there will be even more differences between Max Payne 2 and Max Payne 3, which we will be starting on Friday. Right? We'll be starting Max Payne 3 on Friday. Yeah, exactly. It's more modern. But my point still stands. Man, do you think they're going to make a new... I mean, I don't know about Max Payne 3, like I don't know how the story goes. But I'm curious to see at the end of the credits if they're going to be like, this is the end of Max Payne's story, or Max Payne's story will continue, because if they try and make, like... It's almost been 10 years. And I've not heard word of Max Payne, so I would doubt that they're going to be coming out with a new one. The remakes, they're coming out with the remakes, I know that much. They're modernizing Max Payne 1 and 2. busy over here today. Be right back. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with having confidence when you play a game, right? But there's a difference between confidence and arrogance when it comes to stuff like that, right? Like, I have confidence every time I play a game that I'm going to be bad at it to start with. Unless it's a game that I played before, like Max Payne 1 and 2. And even then, I was like, eh. I beat these games before, but it's been a while, so I'll probably have some trouble with certain areas. And boy, howdy, if I didn't have trouble with certain areas. I will say it did feel a lot more balanced in Max Payne 2, right? Like, the starting difficulty didn't feel as bad as with Max Payne 1. Like, I cannot imagine what the harder difficulties are like for the Max Payne games, in all honesty. Yeah, skill does transfer, but there are still certain mechanics you have to keep in mind, right? Like, just because I've spent over 400 hours in Apex Legends, or however long it was, doesn't necessarily mean that the next Battle Royale that I play will come to me as easily as I breathe, because of the different mechanics and stuff that are involved, right? Different abilities of characters even have abilities, so on and so forth. Yes, there is a skill transfer. Of course there's a skill transfer. There's a lot of skill transfer with a lot of different games, right? Like, there's actually a skill transfer between Minecraft and 7 Days to Die, in all honesty. You might not believe it, or you might not think it, but there is. That and, like, bullet drop, bullet lead, if the bullets do have a drop, ammo, like, there's a lot of little shit that goes into games like that. But I do get what you're saying. But like, a perfect example is Jesus. Wow, I said it every single time. That they must spend a lot of money on these ads, man. But a perfect example of what you're getting at is, oh, I played and beat. Not that I really did this because I haven't, but for example, oh, I played and beat God of War on the hardest difficulty, so I could play and beat all of Ninja Gaiden on the hardest difficulty easy. That's not how that works. And I view it a similar way as I view like Dark Souls. If they would have come out with Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring 2 right now, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got this in the bag because I beat Elden Ring, right? It would be like, yeah, they might have a lot of similar controls and stuff like that, but there's gonna be a lot of shit that's different too. I mean, I fucking spent 6 hours on the Crucible Knight and 8 hours on Margit.
The smooth milk chocolate, crispy wafer, and creamy hazelnut filling will turn your ordinary road trip into an extraordinary journey that's made to savor. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Kinder Bueno bar at the next stop. Crispy meets creamy. Life gets bueno. Tap the banner to shop now.
Uber Reserve presents how to prep for a first date. Step 1, have a shaving accident. Step 2, fix it. Step 3, keep your cool because you booked your ride ahead with Uber Reserve. Uber Reserve, get your ride right. See app for details.
Speaking of 7 Days to Die, they're currently in their experimental stage, or experimental build, or whatever, of Alpha 21. So that's exciting for me. Because I do want to let Alpha 21 for 7 days to cook a little bit. Let some of the mods that I've seen update, or let some new mods even come into existence. So it'll probably be a couple months before I touch Alpha 21 for 7 days. That, and I kind of have enough games like this that I play. Alright, No Man's Sky right now. Minecraft. Mind you, I don't think it really matters how many of these types of games that you play. But I'm of the mind that I like having a nice variety of games to choose from, alright? So, like, I try and keep things... Like, there's a part of me that's tempted not to play No Man's Sky today, because I just start, like, Minecraft into No Man's Sky is a little... It's pretty much same genre type stuff. Mind you, before I would do that, I would do the React Andy stuff that I always do after the 2 or so hours. It's been a while since I've sat down and done a nice 4-hour stream of Minecraft. I think the longest I've done recently was like, oh fuck, another pillar. Was like 2.5, 3 hours a couple weeks ago. Not when I was working on the wall though. The wall was like mind numbing. The first time I worked on the wall, I think I did it for the full 4 hours. But then I kept doing it in a row, and I was like, ugh. Just let me do it for 2 hours, and then I'll switch to something else. Mind you, the idea behind Minecraft on Monday isn't to, like, go for the full 4 hours. It's just to, like... wrap up the week, you know? Talk about how, like, we beat Max Payne 2. I'm excited to start playing Max Payne 3 next week, or this Friday. Not next week. I'll be picking up some booze next week for July the 1st. The 1st of July! To have our 4-year stream celebration, you know? Get absolutely smashed while we play whatever the hell we feel like playing. It'll probably be Max Payne. We'll see, though. The 1st is on one of my stream days, isn't it? If not, yeah, it's on a Saturday. Oh shit, battle's ready for Stream Raiders. Whoops. I'm glad I checked that. Let's deal with that. Sorry about all y'all that have been waiting. All y'all being all of Insane Baboon's soldiers. I got distracted. A bit busy in my neck of the woods currently. Kill him. Kill him. Nice. I will say it is awesome to see. Hey, I got my assists, right? Yeah. Oh. One assist again. Damn it. Oh well. The only downside is I know I'm not going to be able to get all the tiers, I don't think, unless I play this off stream, which I might. I might do some off-stream battles. Because I always do like getting at least to tier 37 or whatever the hell it is. 13 days to get to tier 37. I mean, in all honesty, we just need to get to tier 31 to get all the skins. Make sure we collect all of our shit. Maybe I'll continue doing it. Yesterday I didn't, because No Man's Sky is kind of one of those distracting games, is what I classify it as, but then again, I'm not hard to distract, so maybe I should just let it roll the entire time unless I'm playing something that I'm really into. That's something that I'm really into being none other than something like, you know, Max Payne. Oh, Devil May Cry? Yeah, I missed that. I did miss that. Oh, no damage runs in a lot of games are a lot harder than people would perceive. I won't do no damage runs. I don't, it's one of those things, oh, never say never. No, never. I will never do a no damage run. Go fuck yourself. I refuse. I just refuse. Right? Games, there are certain games that aren't made to not take damage, right? Like, the developers don't intend for some psychos to go, I'm gonna play this game without taking a single hit. They're designed... Some of these games are designed for you to take damage. I view games like Max Payne, and even Ninja Gaiden, as games where you're supposed to take damage, right? That's why they give you the healing items that they do as frequently as they do. Painkillers in Max Payne, you get painkillers and like, especially if you open up all the little drawers and shit like that, you can get painkillers all over the place, right? Hell, I kind of brute forced my way through Max Payne 2 a little bit. And Max Payne 2, doing a hitless run of Max Payne 2, holy shit, that's worse than doing a hitless run of Max Payne 1, because in Max Payne 2, you can literally take a fucking micro dick amount of damage. Some people are like that. I'm a very like. If people come in here and say some shit like that, I'll be like, all right. But this is the problem. I'm not gonna talk to people like that person talk to you, right? I'm not gonna be like, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be like, you're probably right, but I feel like getting my ass handed to me. And you know what your response is probably gonna be? All right, cool. Yeah.
Put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at
Well, do unto others as they do unto you. That's how I look at it. If they're gonna be pricks to you, I think it's all right if you're a little bit prickish towards them.
It's a famous cocktail born from the ranches of West Texas. But don't
Oh, on Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2,
made from 100% blue.
I went on normal for that one or whatever it was. For Ninja Gaiden Sigma, I decided to go through the whole game on hard. And yes, I could have easily changed the difficulty, but I didn't want to. I wanted to experience that pain. Because I'm a fucking masochist when it comes to shit like that, I guess. I mean, I enjoy the Dark Souls games. Like, and a lot of people do because of this. They're similar to my mindset of how we like dealing with our issues, right? Like, we like bashing our head up against that wall until that wall fucking shatters before us and we could scream in triumph that we fucking kicked its ass.
Breeze.com or download the Breeze app to book your trip today. Breeze Airways. Seriously nice.
Oh, you actually have me curious. Do you mean... Do you wish that Ninja Gaiden was more like the Souls game, as in the difficulty that it was the difficulty that it was across the board? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You wish that... Kind of like what Max Payne does. Max Payne actually does that. You can only play the game on the normal difficulty to start with, and then every time you beat it after that, it unlocks the next difficulty. I see what you're saying. Now, what's funny is I can say, well, I will never do a no-hit run because I know myself way too well. That doesn't mean that I don't love watching that kind of shit. No-hit runs, speed runs, I love that kind of shit. And I'll probably do a speed run of Ace Combat 5 in the future. I don't know when, but that'll probably happen at some point. I mean, it's always an ego thing. People, you can classify that individual as an elitist, in all honesty. People like that have no idea what the fuck they're doing, but they act like they're king shit when it comes to every little thing that they do, and that because they're doing it, it's better because they're involved. No, that's not the case with me, in all honesty. I know what you're getting at, well, and you're probably not even saying that in reference to me, but I'm saying it in this way because I choose the hardest difficulty I can a lot of the time, like I said, because I like doing that. Not because, oh, it's normal. That means... A lot of that has to do with society. It just kind of, it didn't click for me just now, but... I have to interrupt myself and say a lot of that has to do with how society views things, right? Because to a lot of people that stream games like this and stuff like that, if there's a difficulty to choose, you always have to choose the hardest difficulty, otherwise your viewers will talk shit to you. And I'm of the mind that I play whatever the fuck difficulty I want to play it on, and if my viewers have a problem with that, they can go pound salt. I don't give a fuck. Those are the types of people that aren't there for me, they're there for the game, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the reason I do this isn't because of the games. I do like showing off games that other people have never seen or heard of. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I do this because I like doing this, and I like interacting with people around the world that also like doing this. But if there's people that are going to come in and try and talk shit to me about the way that I play games, because that's the way that I like playing those games, then not only are there millions of other streamers that they could go peruse that are perfect for them, they can also, you know, pick up the game, download Streamlabs, and fucking stream it themselves, you know? Like, if you have issue with how I play a game, that's fine. But don't come to me being all like, you talking shit about the way that I play a game is gonna cause me to change the way that I play a game, because it's not. Yeah. No, I get exactly what you're saying. In all honesty, a lot of it has to do with what's pissing you off isn't that people are choosing hard over normal. It's that you were trying to be nice and be like, hey, this might be pretty rough for your first playthrough. And instead of the person going something like I would do, which like, thanks, but I'm gonna play it on this because I want to play it on this, right? They basically just said, fuck you. And you took offense to that. That's understandable. I would take offense to that too if I'm trying to be nice to somebody and say, hey, you probably want to play, like if someone was going to play Max Payne 2 and they download the same mod that I downloaded in order to play it, and they had access to the hardest difficulty to start with, and they went to go to the hardest difficulty to play it, I'd be like, you might want to play it on the first difficulty first, because this game is not, it is not your traditional shoot 'em up type game. It is quite difficult. Oh no, let him suffer. Let him suffer. People like that, you know what you get to do now? You get to sit back, watch, and when the motherfucker starts bitching, complaining, crying about the difficulty, clip it. Make clips of it. That's a little bit petty, but at the same time, it's something that I would do because if you're going to be a dick toward me, I'll be a dick toward you and show whoever decides to watch clips how much of a bitch you are. If they do become a bitch. You know what I mean? Exactly. Again, that individual that you're talking about is a fucking textbook elitist. That is the type of person that's probably played through all the Souls games. Exactly, because you have 10,000 hours of experience in that game, so it makes sense why you could, like, brush off hard mode, right? People like you don't have to, obviously, but you have to make the challenges that you make in order to find new and interesting ways to play that game. Otherwise, you would no longer play that fucking game, right? Like, when you're at the point to where you have to play it, well, not have to, but you have to play a game on Master Ninja, the hardest difficulty, and go, alright, I'm gonna play this without taking a single hit of damage. You've played a game a lot. Exactly. Like, for me, it's a similar mindset with XCOM. I played enough of XCOM that I have to start modding it in order to change it up, in order to be like, alright, I want to experience some different shit. Ah, shit. How far up did I fucking go? Oh, if I fell from that height, I wouldn't die. I'd have like 3 hearts left, but I wouldn't die. The armor that I have, it has Feather Falling 4, which is the highest you can go. Yes, it is. And I absolutely love Feather Falling 4. We're losing so much scaffolding. Oh well, I don't care. I do not care. I no longer care. Yeah, 3, you can still die when you fall. 4, there is no longer a fear of falling.
Discover a new favorite restaurant. Your campsite.
I mean, the bamboo forest, screw that. I've got a bamboo forest back at my house.
Discover a new playlist.
Oh!
Mother Nature.
With the update, they added bamboo building blocks, right? With the
Your powerful sedan. Kia. Movement that inspires.
20.1 update for this game.
Here for details. Always drive safely. Event ends.
They added yeah, I almost like them. I tested it last week and I kind of like the bamboo blocks more than I do the cherry wood, or the sakura wood, I should say. Like, I can definitely see making a room with that type of flooring. The cherry blossoms, the trees themselves are phenomenal. I love the trees themselves. I don't know, I'm not, the wood kind of has me going meh. Right? I love the cherry blossom. But the wood itself, the wooden blocks and stuff, are more,
You don't remember, do you?
to me, personally.
Passwords on Chrome. Download Google Chrome on
But
your
I do
phone.
like how the bamboo wood looks.
Extra teacher support, and flexible pacing to guide you towards your goals. With all these
And the fact that you can make blocks of bamboo now, instead of, like, you can instead of having, like, just the bamboo sticks or shifts or whatever they're called, you can now place them down and put them into blocks, kind of like how you can with wheat. Yeah, last week I tested all the little features they added out. They added a couple new songs that you could get, new discs. I don't know exactly how to get those discs that they added, but they added new music, and the music's pretty good that they added. Trying to think about what else they possibly added, and I can't off the top of my head. Well, of course, I've seen some of the people that work on this game, like that play this game, and the redstone and stuff that they make, and it's just fucking insane what people can pull off with this shit. So yeah, of course someone has already figured it out. Someone's already figured out how to make bamboo block farms or some shit like that. Like, people figured out how to farm mangrove wood. Like, and when I mean farm it, I don't mean place it down, build it. They like to fucking automatically farm mangrove wood. I don't know how. They've also figured out how to make a golem, an iron golem farm, using a zombie, a villager, and a couple blocks of fucking up in the sky. Yeah, I looked up one of the videos to make one because I'm like, yeah, I like mangrove wood. I need a mangrove wood farm. I looked it up and I was gonna try and follow it off stream. Nah, I'll just do it manually. I'll just farm the wood manually. I don't care if it takes longer. I don't care. The setup is just too much of a hassle for me personally to want to deal with. Plus, it's fun doing this manually sometimes. It makes good, yeah. Yep. And that's where sign me the fuck out. I'm out. But regardless of that, I like doing this shit sometimes because it leaves good opportunity to have conversations like this. Now, I will say, the more that I think about it, the more likely it is that when we are done with our React Andy bullshit, that I'm going to... Then I'm gonna play No Man's Sky, because last time that I played it, we went into a black hole, ended up 1.3 billion light years away, I think. I could be mistaken, it could be a lot farther away than I thought. And when we got out of the warp, there was a frigate that was under attack by 6 pirates. Being the good Samaritan that I am, I took out the 6 pirates in question. And the captain of the frigate was like, come aboard and I have a reward for you. I came aboard and he's like, you are the captain now. And I'm like, yes, I am. So we now have a frigate that I am very excited to build on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited about the frigate. Yeah. It is not only it's like one of those back in my day moments when it comes to Minecraft. It's also, like I said, this being able to like turn off your brain and let the game play itself while you are accomplishing a goal, but you're also having a nice conversation with the people that you're having a conversation with, be it the people that are talking in chat, or hell, even you talking to yourself while lurkers lurk. Ugh. I will say it is very interesting to see all this stuff from above the water, like from a bird's eye view, instead of from down below, as if I was actually going through with a rowboat. I cannot get over that there are some people that exist that do not appreciate lurkers. I do not understand that concept. Like, lurkers are amazing. Yes, it is nice when there are some people that come by and chat, but at the end of the day, exactly. I know that for a fact. But there's been days where after stream I'll look at my stream summary and I'll be like, huh, I had this many average viewers? Cool, because I actually have my shit turned off where I don't know how many viewers or subscribers and stuff I have until like I look at my analytics, or I look at my stream summary email. I would say less than 20% are the ones chatting. Like, if you look at a streamer that has 1,000 viewers, I would not be surprised if only 30 of them are chatting, right? Maybe 100, but 200 people chatting. And when I'm talking about chatting, I'm not saying that they're posting emotes. Mind you, they are classified as chatters when they do post emotes and stuff like that. But when I think of a chatter, I think of somebody who's more like you, Redneck, Logical Beast, Yuri. Those individuals I classify more as chatters. Mind you, people who like post emotes and stuff like that are definitely chatters as well. And I definitely appreciate all lurkers, because again, without lurkers, there's a lot of channels that wouldn't exist. Like, I think about all the current top dog streamers on this platform, and I know for a fact the majority of their viewership are lurkers, right? Occasionally you'll see like first-time chatters pop up and stuff like that. And it is always nice when new people, even like lurkers, start saying like, hey, how's it going? But I definitely understand why they do what they do, because a lot of the time they might be doing what I'm doing, playing it what I used to do all the time. Play a video game on my main screen while I had my tablet off to the side and have that, like Insane Baboon. Insane Baboon's primarily a lurker. Those are just assholes. No bots allowed. Are those the same people that have like stream elements going on and stuff like that, like timers and shit like that, but there's no bots allowed? Fuck off. Like, if you just want to have a stream full of people that are going to be talking, yeah, maybe eventually you can get a stream that'll work like that. But like, I'm the type of person that before I say a word in a chat, I like to spend some time to see how that person is. Like, I'll sometimes spend a week in somebody's stream before I say a word. Sometimes I won't even do that because I'm primarily a lurker myself. If I ever have a stream up on my second monitor, I'm doing something on my first. I'm doing something that requires me to look up, do research for a part that I need for heating, air conditioning, restaurant equipment, something. I'm writing, which I have not done a lot of writing lately, which is a little bit of a shame, but still. I'm watching other videos, like I'm multitasking. I'm doing something if I have that on in the background, but most of the time I'm watching YouTube. And ironically enough, I'm watching VODs of people's YouTube. I will catch a couple people live though. Yeah, exactly, that too. Some days people are different. Like, I know there are some days people would just want to lurk and not talk, and I'm all for that. It's one of the reasons why I try and just bullshit about the game that I'm playing. And there's nothing wrong with talking about personal shit, but like, you can only talk about, now mind you, this is from my perspective. Other people might have different views, and other people might be able to make different things work for them, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, if I'm going to talk about personal shit, I'm only going to talk about personal shit for like 20-30 minutes, and then move on. But when all you're doing for hours on end is talking about personal shit, what you need to do is you need to deal with your personal shit and get off the stream. Deal with your personal shit if it's going to take you longer than 20 minutes, 30 minutes to talk about it. That's my opinion, though. And this is as the streamer. As the viewer, it's different. Now, mind you, I do have a rule where there'll be a certain length of time where, like, depending on the personal shit, where it's the same thing. Like, talk about the personal shit, and then move on to the next subject. Not to be rude, but a lot of the time people come to a stream to forget about the personal shit that might be bothering them. That's why I only spend a limited amount of time on that, and there's too many people to talk about their personal shit for an hour. Right? It's like one of those things where sometimes you'll notice I'll like hard change the subject. Now mind you, I do like talking about personal things, I do like talking about political things, I do like talking about all the things. But there's both a time and a place and a length of time that you can talk about those things, at least with the way that I do stuff. Other people can probably turn their whole stream into a political conversation and get away with that. I am not those streamers. I'm the type of individual that, regardless if I get 100 people watching or 10 people watching, regardless if I get a raid from 30 people, 3 people, or 3,000 people, I'm pretty much going to view it and do it the exact, like, I'd be excited, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to treat it the exact same way that I treat all of them. I'm going to do my greeting, I'm going to be like, holy shit, greetings and good day to whoever does the raid. How are you and your community doing today? I welcome you into the kingdom with open arms, yada, yada, yada. How I always do my stuff like that. It's always exciting when I get rated, though, no matter what the count of it is, because it's like you're passing on your viewers to other people. You're sharing communities. I love doing that because it might open up people to experiences that they never before seen, right? Like, some people might only ever watch me when I play XCOM, and I'm okay with that. But by rating other people that might not be playing XCOM, or by playing other games over a period of a day that I do, I might introduce people to experiences they've never experienced, and I want to do that. So, like, after playing Minecraft, I'm going to switch over to No Man's Sky, and there might be people that have never seen No Man's Sky. They heard of it, but never seen it. So I might introduce people to No Man's Sky. That's cool. Well, maybe he, didn't want there to be proof of his mistake in sticking with the difficulty that he stuck with it, or he doesn't have the. Does he have other VODs active right now as well? That could be a lot of proof right there, and what the hell is going on with that person's psych or whatever. Because there are only a handful of VODs that I know are currently unlisted. Or not VODs, highlights. I turn all of my VODs to highlights except a handful. And those things are Grand Theft Auto. I've not turned Grand Theft Auto Vice City into a highlight because it's just a DMCA nightmare. Because I listen to the music, which I might do. I don't know. When I play the new Grand Theft Auto, whenever it comes out, I'm going to have the music on. And I'm just going to hope, I guess, that I could post it to YouTube. Without it getting completely obliterated. Like, if it gets claimed and I, like, wouldn't make any money off of it, I wouldn't care. Right? Can you do it, Insane Baboon? With 1 HP in a dream? No, you can't. Unfortunately, the locusts spawned. Rip. Try again, I suppose. We probably won't let it run out. We'll probably end up, we'll probably end up wrapping up with Minecraft as soon as we're done with this bridge. And then we'll do the React Andy stuff that I like to do afterwards. And then go for No Man's Sky. Wait. Minus 1 day, so for sure it was intentional. Hell yeah, that's amazing. That's definitely a textbook elitist at that point. Because people like that, you will live in that person's head for weeks, if not months now. Because whatever you said to him got under his skin. Because whether you were insulting them or what, I don't know. To them, you bothered them. Yeah, he deleted the VOD. That's something to be proud of, Warcoms. I almost said war crimes. You've managed to, just by being kind, or trying to be kind, for the start of which, gotten under somebody's skin so much that they deleted their VOD. I don't get some people, man. Ah, yeah, that would definitely do it. Like I said, textbook elitist. If there's one thing an elitist cannot handle, it's like when you correct them or when you call them out for their bullshit. As soon as you do that, oh, they'll become a whiny little bitch. They really will. No, obviously, or in all honesty, if you did have an ego and you were an elitist prick, you probably wouldn't be in this chat right now. Because I can't deal with people like that. If people are gonna come in and be like assholes about it, like if you were to come in when I was playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma and say some shit like, "Why are you even bothering playing this? You're obviously bad at the game. Why not lower the difficulty?" I probably would have banned you. Mind you, you're not like that, so I didn't ban you. I'm just using you as an example because that's the way that I am. If somebody's gonna be an elitist prick toward me, I ain't gonna deal with that shit. Right? And it's not the ego. I'm okay with people having an ego. It's when their ego levels are way too high. Look, says the person who's playing on hard difficulty for their first playthrough. What? Are you gonna use that on your fucking resume? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, what? Like, that insult goes both ways, for one thing, dumbass, in question. For another thing, dude's just trying to be kind and be like, hey, as someone who has experience with this game, you might not have as good of a time if you played on this difficulty. And instead of saying something like I said and being like, oh, thank you for your concern, but I'm going to play it on this because I know it's going to be difficult, but I want to experience the pain, right?
This summer, go to the movies. Projected on the side of a mountain. Discover your favorite restaurant. Your campsite. Find yourself when you lose your signal. Discover a new playlist. Mother Nature. Make your summer special at the Kia Summer Sales Event with a dependable Kia SUV or powerful sedan. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/5/23.
Switch to Metro by T-Mobile and get iPhone 11 on us with instant rebate.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying exactly that to me. I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm like, I think I said something along the lines of like, thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind, but I'm going to try and go at this.
Switch to Metro and get iPhone 11 on us with instant rebate. That's the best deal in
With as little help or something like that.
No other prepaid provider offers a free iPhone.
Because, like, I understand that there are people out there that have way more experience than me in games that I play. The proof is in the fact that every time I've played a game, I have had at least one person come by who has over 1,000 hours in the game, be like, yo, hey, I love this game, what's up? Like, of all the games that I expected to get somebody who has experience with it, I did not expect to come across a speedrunner of ODT to show up and go, hey, I speedrun this game. It's been a while since I have, but yeah. Yeah. You do that with everybody. And it's a good thing that you do, because there are some people that could be like, oh, thanks, I'll keep that in mind, and I will use you as my Ninja Gaiden encyclopedia. And then there are people like me that would be like, thanks, but no thanks. And then there are assholes like Fuckface McGee that you're talking about, who's like, go fuck yourself. I am the king of the world, and nothing you say can surpass my knowledge of my expertise in being the best around. And it's like, alright, go fucking suck your own dick off some more, chief. Like, holy shit. I can't stand when people are like that. Oh yeah, we definitely have that under wraps, because In America, you can get sued for anything. Red Bull got sued because of their slogan, Red Bull gives you wings, W-I-N-G-S. Somebody said that that was false advertising and sued the dog fuck out of Red Bull, and they won. That's why their advertising now is Red Bull gives you wings with like 3 eyes, 4 eyes or whatever, because they tried to use different slogans but they never worked, so they went back to the wings slogan with multiple eyes. And they have a disclaimer that it doesn't actually give you wings, it's just a metaphor. Because they have to have that terms and condition bullshit at the end of an advertisement because they don't want to get the dog fuck suit out of them. It's funny, but not for the exactly the right reasons it should be, you know? That's awesome. That's awesome, right? And that's why I try and say the, like, I guess I could say the negative answer, because I'm always like, nah, I'm gonna try and do it myself. I try and always say that as kindly as I can, because I understand that there are people out there that just like helping other people, right? Kind of one of the reasons why I do this, because I like cheering people up, right? And if I could put a smile on someone's face, then I have done what I try to do, attempt to do. Yep. Tutorials are awesome. I know I made a tutorial. It's one of, it's not my most watched. My most watched video is actually how to get the $10,000 credit shard, the Militech credit shard from Cyberpunk 2077. I need to do an update video for it. I think I might have. I don't remember. And how to catch the mummy bass from Final Fantasy 15. And it has actually, mind you, there's ways to do it without doing what I did, but it has helped a couple people out. And after they did the update, they were like, yo, dude, how do I get the credit shard? So I added a thing that it's like, it's in your inventory. You got to go into your inventory and get it out that way. Tutorials are definitely things that people really enjoy. Like, if I were to make a tutorial for modding XCOM, it would definitely be a very simplistic one about using the alternate mod launcher and all of that, because the base game launcher for XCOM sucks the fattest of donkey dicks. The skeleton did get caught lacking. I actually need to get a reload of ammo. I'm almost out. Yeah, and there are some people out there that are like that, of like, backseat me as much as you can. I'm the kind of person that likes, there are certain times where I'll be like, all right, tell me how to do this. Puzzles. I'll spend some time on a puzzle, but like, if I spend 15 minutes on a puzzle, like, the longest, that's probably the longest I'll spend on a puzzle before I go, all right, somebody tell me what I need to do. Because I'm patient, but not that patient. Now I have this goal to finish getting rid of this bridge before I wrap up for the evening, so this is going to turn out longer than I intended, unfortunately, or fortunately, but that's okay. I don't think I have anything planned for tomorrow, so I can probably go a little bit late today if I wanted to. There's a part of me that's debating whether or not I want to react to like, more recently released videos. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. I'll debate. I'll debate on that. Maybe I'll save the React ending for a week. For the video that I'm thinking of reacting to. More than likely what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to watch the video on my off time. Because there's only a handful of things that I'll react to on stream, even if it is quote-unquote off the record. Some of those things are speed runs of games that I've recently... Oh! You know what we should do? We should pull up and watch Max Payne speedrun. I might do that. We might watch your videos, and then we might start watching a Max Payne 1 speedrun. It'll be off the record, of course. Of course. But yeah, watching a Max Payne 1 and 2 speedrun would be pretty tight as well. It'd be tight. Nice, neat, whatever word you want to use. Because as someone who's played those games a lot when I was younger, back in my day, right? I played those games a fucking lot. I only beat them a couple of times because I got stuck a lot at certain parts. I know I beat Max Payne 1 like 10 times, and I beat Max Payne 2 like 3 times, but I played them a metric fuck ton. And there was a stage in my life where I would try to beat a game in one sitting, right? And if I didn't beat that game, I would literally just start a new game. And I did that with Metal Gear, Max Payne 2, I did it with a couple of other games that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. I didn't really do that with games like Tomb Raider or Spyro or Crash Bandicoot, because those are games that, for someone like me at the time, could not get through those to save my life in one day. But yeah, I'm thinking about it, and those are the most recent games that I've completed. Outside ODT, after we beat ODT, we watch a speedrun of ODT. You'll probably beat the game before he gets to chapter fucking 6 or something like that. Again, it's a matter of perspective too. You gotta keep in mind. I'm trying to keep a straight face when I say this, but you gotta keep in mind that that person doesn't know the game like you do. So of course you beat it before they did. Nah, I definitely would get a kick out of like a hard mode speedrun from you just to fucking be as petty as you can be. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, this goes out to this fuckface. Go fuck yourself. And then you just kick the fucking ass of that game. You tried to? Did you not manage to? I am giving you ideas? Oh, that's what I love to do. See, listen, I might be a very nice, or I might seem like a very nice individual, but I can be a prick when I want to be. And right now, to that individual, I want to be a prick. Right? Oh, tried to? Gotcha. Because when somebody is a dick like that and I hear about it, I want to try and think of as many ways as I could get back at them as possible. And the best part is, I don't have to get back at them because I am insulted for you but it's not my place to do any of this shit. You know what I mean? I could give as many ideas out as I want, but at the end of the day, it goes to you if you want to implement any of my ideas, or if it gives you a new idea that you implement. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to help people be less pissed off and cheer them up when they need to be cheered up. You know? And if it's by being a dumbass and getting my ass handed to me at a game, or by just being myself, even better. Really? I mean, it makes sense that it's weird, because on hard mode, I know that there are, like, you don't get the fucking Fuma Shuriken or whatever, the windmill Shuriken or whatever the hell it's called, up until, like, at the normal place you get it. You get it with, gems, or not gems, scarabs, gold scarabs. Yeah, that's weird. Those types of speedruns, like, that's actually unique in a video game where the different difficulties cause speedruns to be that different from each other. I love that. Ooh. That's rough. 40 scarabs? That's late. Yeah, exactly. Because the 50's the oh yeah, that's right. You wouldn't be able to because of speedrun, not a 100%. What would a 100% run of that game be like? Would you have to do all of the side fights, or can you skip those? Is 100% just gathering all the items and upgrading all of the gear to max level? I would imagine that's what 100% would be, so you might have to do the side fights. You know what's funny? I'm so glad that I am the way that I am with video games, because I could play any game. I could play the most graphically enhanced modern game, or I could play the most bare bones graphically ancient game and still enjoy them. Like, I could play ODT one day, and then I could play Grand Theft Auto 5 the next, and have just as much fun with both. Gotcha. I kind of figured it would be something like that. There's a part of me that wants to make some more causeways, or canals. Canals, I should call it. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, I will say, I've watched a couple of speedruns of Minecraft. What is wrong with people? And I say that with as much respect as I possibly can say that, because holy shit. There are speedruns of games that exist that literally make me go, as kindly as I can say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now, mind you, I'm saying this, and I'm trying to be as complimentive as possible when I say it, because it's impressive as fuck. But there are games that one would be like, you just don't, one does not simply speedrun Minecraft, you know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of Zelda games, and there's a couple of other types of games that it's like, you do not just simply speedrun a game like that. Also, we finished doing that, so that's going to be the wrap-up point. Perfect timing, too. Because, you know, by the time we get back up to where we need to get up to, we can probably go to sleep for the evening. And then wrap up with Minecraft. Now, I will say this conversation we're having about speedruns and stuff like this will probably continue off-stream. So, perfect little segue here to say, for those of you that, you know, don't want to miss out, you'll have to catch me live when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday, right? Look at this. These skeletons are in my boats. Gonna make an army of boat-wielding skeletons. That's not exactly how you would word that. I need to organize my damn inventory. It's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, there's different types of Minecraft speedruns, and one of the ones that I think is the craziest fucking ones actually isn't the random generated seed speedrun. I feel it's the fucking... the generated seed speedruns. And the reason I feel that it's actually the generated run speedruns that are more crazy, or crazier, or whatever you want to word it like, is because of the fact that you know what to do, but you gotta do it. You know? Like, it's funny because the way that I do it is, it's not exactly how my setup is, but normally I have something like this going on, right? And normally I would have my sword like this, right? Because from the pickaxe, I can just go back to the sword to fight whatever's by me. From the rifle, I can go to the sword. From this, I can go to the, like, I can go either or. Like, there's a weapon on either side, so if I panic and go down one, I still have a weapon that does probably more damage. Yeah, a little bit more damage than the sword. Yeah, mine's a little bit different. The Elytra, I'm not using the Elytra yet. Not until I can put, like, unbreaking and stuff on it, but I do have one up in my little safety chest. I am probably missing out on a lot of, they should have, you know what they really should do? They should add a slot. They should add a slot, like, over here. I actually think they should add 2 slots for a cloak of some kind, so the Elytra can go there, and like gloves or gauntlets. You know what I mean? Add a little bit more if you want to. Now, mind you, there's probably a mod for that, but yeah. Do I have ammo? I should have a bunch of ammo. Yeah, it might not be the advanced bullets. We have a lot of advanced bullets. And basic bullets, we have quite a few. Shells, we have some. Where's my guns? Ah, here they are. Honestly, I think it would, wait, 13 damage, 15 damage, 4.8 damage, 15 for a grenade. They all have around the same amount of damage. But I always like it when it's a base game edition, you know, when you don't have to play a game with mods, right? Like, I might get the mod for the Elytra slot when I am done with this build. Basically, normally what I would do is I would have 2 buildings. I would have a building to live in and a building for my storage like this. That was my original intention with this. But then it kind of spiraled out of control to make an entire kingdom. So, like, whenever I eventually get done with this in, like, 2 years from now or something like that, however long it's going to take me with the rate that I am going.
Unlimited welcome lines with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get my plan for an amazing deal. $180 promo credit per phone applied over 36 months when you add 4 new smartphone lines with your own 4G, 5G smartphone on unlimited welcome. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Unlimited welcome, $30 per line for 4 lines, less $5 per line discount. Auto pay and paper-free billing required. Unlimited 5G, 4G LTE. For unlimited welcome plan in times of congestion, your data may be temporarily slower.
Like, that shit, I need to organize that shit, but the reason I'm not right now is because the way that I organize shit in this type of game is that it has to make sense in my head before I can organize stuff, right? And what I mean by that is it doesn't make sense for me to organize all of my shit permanently in the warehouse when I know for a fact I'm going to be moving a lot of shit around, right? Like ingredients and stuff is going to go over here for the potion making. Any enchanting books are going to go in here after I move this up one, and I'm going to put signs down to put, like...
Good thing your saved payment details autofill securely. Download Google Chrome on your phone.
And the way I'm going to separate each one of these is I'm literally, like, protection, go here. Protection, fucking, fire protection would go here. Something like that, right? It didn't play, you're right. For a minute, I was like, something doesn't feel right about that. Wow, that's surprising. It played like 3 or 4 times in a row, and I haven't heard it. I don't think we've heard it since the last time it played. The next time a commercial happens, I guarantee you, it's going to, play that ad. Also, we might as well wait until we deal with Stream Raiders before we wrap up. It's going to be ready in less than a minute's time. But there's a reason I did what you just saw me do. Why you saw me throw all my inventory spot in there. Because I may... Like I said, this is going to get thrown out. This is probably going to get... I can put that where it goes and put this where it goes. And that I want to keep... we don't need to keep that on me. So clay, we're going to put this here, and then the dorite needs to go over here. Polished dorite. Actually. There we go. But yeah, like, certain things are going to go to certain places in the kingdom. Because it makes sense for them to go there. That's one of the reasons why I've had such a hard time allowing myself to organize. Why I have shit like this and shit like this. Because technically, while this organization system does exist the way that it does for easy access, shit like this might not stay here. The monster drops definitely aren't gonna stay here. Same for temp potions. That shit is gonna get moved over to here in this little area. And what this little area is going to do, I'm still debating whether or not I want to make this out of brick, or if I want to make it out of oxidized copper. Now the thing is, if I want to make it out of oxidized copper, I am going to have to go on a mining run in order to get a metric fuck ton of copper in order to make oxidized copper. That, and I'm thinking about it, I might try and figure out a way how to get more bang for my buck when it comes to the copper. Regardless, this is how this is going to work. We're going to have the potion making equipment out here. There's going to be a desk thing here. This is going to be where people can come to buy the basic potions, right? Like civilian-based potions. And then back here is going to be the living area, right? Above where I am. Down below is going to be the storage for all the other types of potions, right? This is probably going to go down further than it currently is, and all the potions are going to go there, and then we're going to have something set up to, like, this, so we have access to both here and the secret potion stash, right? when I come back, I'll finish explaining my stuff and then probably wrap up and move on to React Ending for a little bit. Be right back. Yeah, you just place it. You need to place a gap of 4 between them. But yeah, no, I do have some oxidized copper, as is, right? You want to know what one of my proudest things was ever in Minecraft for me? In all honesty, I know I'm getting distracted, but I can't help it. I looked up a tutorial on how to make that, right? And I think I know how to, like, expand it if I wanted to. Which I might in the future. But I would also need to expand the storage. And I know exactly how I'm going to expand the storage. Right? Before I even get into that, though, this is my, like, proudest achievement, personally. Because I didn't look this up to figure it out. I literally experimented with hoppers, chests, and I figured out how to make a auto furnace. You put what you want to get furnace in here, you put the fuel in here, you fucking let it rip. It's not that big of an achievement, because I know other people have figured that shit out before me. But the fact that I could automatically furnish shit without looking it up, that was very exciting to me. I'm not a very difficult person to please, obviously. I mean, I can figure out some crazy shit if you give me enough time. I can also come up with some crazy shit if I have the desire to do it, i.e., look before you, right? This is what I would consider some crazy shit. Because I have done all of this without creative. Mind you, I could have done things differently, but this is the way that I wanted to do it. Now, where the hell did I put the copper? Might not be over here, actually. Yeah, you need a couple more things in order to make something work with that.
Isn't it nice to get exactly what you want? Introducing the new My Plan from Verizon. Now you control what goes into your phone plan and what stays out of it. All on Verizon's award-winning 5G network. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you get My Plan for just $25 a line per month for 4 unlimited welcome lines with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get My Plan for an amazing deal. $180 promo credit per phone applied over 36 months when you add 4 new smartphone lines with your own 4G, 5G smartphone on unlimited welcome. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Unlimited welcome, $30 per line for 4 lines, less $5 per line discount. Auto pay and paper-free billing required. Unlimited 5G, 4G LTE. For unlimited welcome plan in times of congestion, your data may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
On June 30th, a hero arrives only in theaters.
Indiana Jones, a final
I still cannot get over the fact that they're making another Indiana Jones movie. Like, that is absolutely phenomenal to me that they're actually making a final Indiana Jones. I am so aggravated right now because I know it's not in any of these, but I have to double check to make sure.
Imagine a place with an infinite number of ways to experience Disney magic. From a galaxy far, far away to a forbidden mountain. And a land where you're the size of a toy. This is the Happyverse, and it's waiting for you at Walt Disney World Resort.
Because I fucking know I have oxidized copper somewhere around here. But I don't know where it is. Okay, now I'm actually getting pissed off. Where the fuck did I put this shit? I think I just remembered where I put it. Also, I didn't notice that the ad, if I was too focused on looking at my shit. Did we get that ad? Or no, did we not get that ad? Really? Where the fuck? It'll probably happen when I step away. Where in the fuck is it? I have like 3 stacks of oxidized copper somewhere, at least. I can only think of 2 other places where it's at. That sure as shit is not where it's at. No. It doesn't make any sense. Could I put it in the library? That wouldn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to step away one more time. I got so distracted. I did not intend to be looking for this shit to show that I had it, but apparently I've misplaced it, even though I'm pretty sure I put it in my fucking warehouse. But then there's another part of me that's like, oh, I think I put it over here, and then was like, I'll find it when I need it. No, I can't fucking find it. Oh, it's so annoying. Whatever. I'll worry about that later. For the time being, that's going to be it for me. For you YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below through all my links if you're watching on YouTube. Exclamation point links like so if you're watching on Twitch. Be it live, the highlight, or the VOD while it's still up there. It is through there that you can catch me on all of my associated sites, including the aforementioned YouTube and Twitch. Invite link to the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as where you can communicate with other citizens of the kingdom. Like I said earlier, be sure to catch me when I go live on Twitch at 6 p.m. EST EDT, Friday through Monday, and whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. Until next time, take care, and have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.